Two builders, same SEO. We started them at the exact same time. 12 months later, one was winning jobs off it and the other hadn't won a single one. Okay, same rankings, same traffic, same everything on paper. But here's what was actually different, because it's probably happening to you right now. Your SEO can be working perfectly and you can still not win a single job. I've watched it happen. Let me show you two builders to prove it. Two builders, both genuinely good at what they do, both with professional websites, both at a similar level. Same type of build, in big cities, custom homes, been in the game for 10 plus years. Both came to us for the same thing, SEO. And we kicked them off at a similar time, and along the way, both hit similar markers. There are certain things you check to know your SEO is working before it actually starts to push jobs out. Okay, you want to make sure your rankings are climbing. You want to make sure there's more impressions, more clicks, more traffic. You want to make sure you're growing month on month. And by every number we track, the SEO was working for both of them. Then, as we got further down the line, we looked at the only number that actually matters, which is jobs. Everything you do from a marketing standpoint should be focused on winning you work. Builder A was getting inquiries and winning work off it. Builder B, same rankings, same traffic, hardly any inquiries, no work. Okay, same service, same markers, different results. So when we dug into Builder B, here's what we found. One, they had very little testimonials. They had very little reviews and they had very little proof. Every job Builder B had ever won had come the same way. No one was interested in the brand. They all wanted to work with the person. He was the brand, but it wasn't driving cold leads because the cold ones didn't know who he was. Only people in the industry knew him. So the warm in the know crowd converted, right? People who came from architects, etc., that worked. But the cold traffic SEO brought, the people who had never heard of him, landed on the site, found almost nothing to tell them that he could be trusted, no sign that anyone else had had a good experience, and then they left. So when a builder's SEO is working, but the jobs aren't actually coming in, we don't guess. We put their website next to a builder's who is winning work, and we go down it row by row. Everything that matters side by side, so we can look at what they've got, what's half done, and what's missing. The stuff that gets you found and the basics of the site itself look the same for both of them. That's the reality. That wasn't the gap. The gap was trust, and it wasn't even close. The builder that was winning jobs had it all over their site, real testimonials with a name, a suburb, the job, a dedicated reviews page. Their Google reviews were going up every single month, year on year, right? They had their builder's license displayed. They had their HIA membership on show. They talked about their warranty. They showcased all the awards they had won. They had videos of real clients and real jobs, whereas Builder B had blanks the whole way down. They didn't have a dedicated reviews page. They had very few Google reviews and they had no real video testimonials. Their testimonials were just names of people who had supposedly worked with them, which could have been written by anyone. They had no badges to showcase the well-known brands that they were associated with, nothing. Okay, nothing a stranger could look at and believe. Every job Builder B had won had come the same way. Someone already knew him or knew someone who knew him. Nobody had ever hired the brand. They all hired the person. And that works while the lead already trusts you. But remember, SEO is all about bringing people to you who don't know who you are. It's cold traffic compared to a lead. Okay? You're bringing people who have never heard of you and they were landing on the site and they had no real reason to buy into what he was selling. No sign anyone else had had a good experience and they bounced. In this case, the SEO wasn't broken. The conversion was. Putting his site next to the winners made it impossible to argue with. You see, someone who doesn't understand this would have looked at this and said the SEO is not working. But SEO is only part of the equation. You see, anytime we do any form of online advertising, there's two steps to it, right? Step one is traffic. Step one's getting people to find you. Step two is the conversion element. And I'm not talking about getting the sale yet. I'm talking about how do we take people from finding us to inquiring, right? Conversion is all about the next step we want them to take. And if people are landing on our website, we need to get them to then inquire, which then we turn inquiries into sales. Okay. Traffic is all about getting found, and SEO is one way to do it. And it was doing its job here. That's the reality. It was getting found by people searching terms he was relevant for. He was climbing. There was more people landing on the site. Traffic was up month on month. That's the half everyone obsesses over. And it was never the problem. See, conversion's the other half. And then turning a stranger who lands on your website into someone who actually picks up the phone or fills in the form, that's where jobs are won or lost. It's won by doing these three things well. The first one is building trust through familiarity, right? People hire builders they feel like they already know. If a stranger lands on your website and it's the first time they've ever seen you, they're starting from zero, right? They're starting from zero. They don't know you. If your site looks like you've been doing this for 15 years, not 15 minutes, they relax a little bit more. The second step rolls right into that, which is proof. Now, there's two types of proof, okay? People want proof it works. They want proof you can actually do the work, and then they want proof that someone has gone through the same experience and are happy about the experience they had, right? Nobody believes what you say about yourself. They do believe what other people say about you. Real testimonials with a name, a video ideally. It's easier to lie in writing than it is to lie on video. Real testimonials with a name, a suburb, and the actual job. And another thing is like a wall of Google reviews. You can only fake Google reviews a few times, but if you've got like 100+ reviews, you can't fake that. You cannot fake that. You have to have a verified Google account to be able to do that. And this is why Google reviews are so powerful. The other side is like photos of the finished work. If you're not getting professional photos of your jobs that are completed and videos, how do you think you look next to someone who has all that on their website? That's the difference between trust me and look at what we did for people exactly like you. Okay. Proof is the single biggest lever on this page, and people don't use it because you think everyone sees you how you see you. Okay. And then the last one, step 3, is a brand that others vouch for, not just the bloke. So, hey, you want to be working with legacy media, not just Robby, right? You want to be working with the team there. One person's word doesn't convert a cold stranger, but a brand that 100 people stand behind does. The goal is to make the business trustworthy on its own, whether or not the visitor has ever heard your name. Okay. So here's what we actually did for this client. We didn't do anything further to the SEO. We continued on the same trajectory. We kept growing it, but that wasn't the actual problem. We went straight to the trust column and filled in every single blank. We built a proper reviews page. We put in a strategy to build up their Google reviews, and we set aside some time, had them contact previous clients and recorded testimonials. Then we displayed their builder's license, their HIA membership, and everything that was going to build trust for the people who had no idea who they were. Everything. Awards, short videos, real clients talking about their jobs, finished projects, everything that was going to showcase to the people who are landing on the website that this is the person you want to work with. And now, when a stranger landed on their website, there was a reason to believe that this company could actually deliver what they wanted. And you won't believe it, but the traffic that used to do nothing started to turn into leads. If two builders with the same SEO get opposite results, SEO was never the thing winning the jobs. The builder with the worst SEO, but a site full of proof, beats the one ranked above him every single time. Getting found is the easy half, but it's not the only half. The job goes to the builder a stranger can trust the second they land on you. And that comes from proof and brand, not just from being good or being findable. If your SEO is bringing in traffic, but it's not turning into jobs, it's a conversion problem, not a traffic problem. And it's usually fixable with what you already have if you've been in the game for a while. Sometimes you just need a fresh set of eyes to look over this and notice what might be missing. Remember, as humans, we live in our own heads, okay? You need to think from your client's perspective. They don't know what you know about you. You got to ask yourself, what are they not seeing that you already know about yourself? I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want more videos like this, or if you want to learn how we show people how to actually do this stuff in their own business, we run a school group. It's called the CMO Playbook. It's 100% free. You can click the link below. We teach you the fundamentals of marketing and how you can actually market your business yourself if you're not in a position to hire someone to do so. The link's below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.